that was all about. Wasn't showing the game footage on OBS there, so I just had to do a quick start and reconnect. Okay, so here we go. I don't think I'm going to be able to do like a one-shot on this game or anything like that, but I have beaten this game multiple times. I do know what's going on. So hopefully we can get through this without too much muss or fuss. Alright. Alright, so basically this is one of those classic side-scrolling shooters. There's also some like vertical scrollers. Basically each level is split up into multiple sections. Some of them are the vertical ones, the others are horizontal. And this game is extremely difficult because basically one hit kills you from anything, and there's a ton of stuff in background that looks like it might hit you, but ends up not hitting you, but there's also things that you don't expect to hit you that do. So I'll kind of explain that more as we go along here. So real quick, much like Mega Man, you can basically choose whatever level you want here. I've ended up just starting at Reptile and moving my way around each of these here. Going to Fire Lord, Possessor, Emperor, and can't remember what the hell this guy's name is, but we'll Mephisto, that's who it is. We'll get there before too long. Anyway, start at Reptile here. I think his levels are the easiest for the most part. And what's really important in this game is getting powered up. The power-ups are extremely important in this game. Alright, so this is what I was talking about with Mega Mario World yesterday, that little ball that I've got below me. For these horizontal levels, you only get the additional one, but when we get to the vertical scrolling ones, you'll find that we can actually get two of them. And we missed one of the power-ups there. That second fish is the one that actually has a fire power upgrade. But that's okay, because we're going to end up having plenty. We'll have everything by that time this level's over with. Yeah, so like these pipes above me and below me will kill me. Any of these fish will kill me. So you just really have to make sure you don't get hit by anything. The other thing you can do is, and you saw me do it just a minute ago, is you can rotate the ball down, or when it's vertical one, it kind of moves the ball out to the sides. But like that, see? You can actually shoot behind you as well. So like those little spikes we can actually hit. At least the very like top few pixels anyway. And then the last thing we have is a bomb. So okay, so you see I got the other ball there. That's not going to show up until the next level. But I do have it. And the bomb, as you would expect, basically just blows up everything that's on the screen. We're going to use those pretty sparingly. There's a few sections in particular that have an area where we're going to need to use one. And you don't get a whole ton of them, so you don't want to just go liberally exploding bombs everywhere. Alright, so we're missing one power-up, but that's okay. Basically got fully powered up by the end of this level. And you do have to be careful, as these fish can jump up and kill you after defeated the little boss. There's section 1, no problem. Section 2, so now you see I've got 3 balls and not just the 2. Sorry in advance, this is going to wreck your eyes. Hopefully I will not have to do this level too many times. Alright, there we go. So now we're fully powered up. The thing that always gets me in this level is, shit, these little, see these little pellets over here that are getting shot? They blend in so well with the background that it can be really hard to see them sometimes. We're going to continue to get the power-ups because they give you points as well, and I think it's like every 100,000 or 60,000, I don't remember exactly. You do get extra lives for having additional points. Now this red thing right here, I'm not going to destroy that one, because unlike the other one that I did a little bit earlier, it will split and have like a rotating red thing that's kind of hard to destroy and moves very quickly. Just makes that section a lot harder to get through. Alright, we're coming up right here to the end, so this is almost over with. If you're shielding your eyes from this bullshit, I don't blame you. And you'll be able to let them go here in a second. So there's that. Okay. And this is the final section, another horizontal one. There will be a few of these coming from behind at one point. Yeah, there we go. I'm not going to worry about getting that right at the boss here. I don't want to jeopardize my chances. There we go. Easy enough. So you see, these levels are not particularly long. They are just a little difficult if you've never played them. But as you can see, we just cruised right through Reptile, no problem. So we've got a device piece here. And we'll just go right over to Fire Lord. I think this level is harder than some of the other ones, but really only in this first section. But it is pretty important that you have the power-ups to be able to navigate it. So that's kind of why I go into it so early. It's because we're going to come off a Reptile being fully powered up. So this level, you cannot touch any of the like white terrain. So some of this is going to be really tight. And this is kind of what I mean by you need to have the power-ups, because without the second and third ball, I wouldn't be able to shoot at angles, which makes going through those narrow, like, canyon-type parts a lot harder. And there are not that many power-ups in this part of the level. So coming into it powered up is recommended if you do so. All that being said, we're actually pretty close to the end here. Just another 20 seconds or so, probably. Okay, this is the final section. There's one hand here on the left side that has an extra life. I think it's this one right here. Yep. So, I want to make sure you get that. No boss there. This is a horizontal one. So this does have one of the areas in the game where we're going to want to use a bomb. That won't be coming for a little while. So this, I hate this part because all these like little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin things jump up just at complete random. And sometimes you just get RNG'd. Other than that, this level isn't too bad. You can see these little fireball lava things or whatever. Shit. Almost fucked that up. They're above the ceiling. You can see them before they drop down. Okay, there's gonna be a part coming up here before too long. Oh. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is where I want to use the bomb. Just makes that a lot easier to get through. And I'll try to kind of look over at chat every once in a while, but this game takes a lot of concentration, so I'm not going to be as, you know, communicative as I would normally. Outside of just kind of narrating what I'm doing here. Alright, so here I want to stay up high because these jack-o'-lantern things, again, just pop up at random. So as much as I can, I want to stay up here. Now that being said, once they jump up, they don't jump up again. So if I see them go up, then I know that it's basically safe to occupy the space where they would be normally. Almost towards the end of this. Got a little pumpkin boss guy right here. We gotta fight. Gonna hit with this guy. Little hard. Whoa, almost got hit by them there. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's a little tight, but we managed to get there. Alright, so one more horizontal here. This one's relatively easy. It's pretty short. This is a level that really benefits from you having all of the power-ups. And you'll see why here in a minute. You know, on top of this, just being a lot easier when you have power-ups. So basically, the boss is going to be up here, and we want to be able to hit him and shoot the little fire bastards that come from those, like, torches or whatever. So when you only have one ball, one shot there, you kind of have to split the difference, and it just takes a lot longer. On top of you not doing that much damage. Okay, so there's 2 levels down. Let's go to Possessor. If I had to guess, I would say that this is probably the second easiest set of levels in the game. I think. But it is harder than Reptile, which is why I don't start here. I kind of try to get that thing, but I don't go like too far out of my way to do it, because you do have to be kind of in the right spot for it. That firepower upgrade I'm not going to worry about. It's kind of a trap, especially when we don't need it. If I have the option to destroy these without adjusting my shot like that, then I will. But sometimes you don't have that luxury. Oh, one other thing, I don't think I mentioned this already, but every one of these shots is me hitting the button. You cannot just hold the fire button in this game. So in that regard, it is pretty unforgiving. I'm just going to use a bomb there. Got a little scared that I wasn't going to be able to get through that. Really, that Fire Lord section is the main area that we want to make sure we have a bomb for. And you can get through it without one, it just makes it a lot easier. For the rest of the game, there really isn't much that I need to have a bomb for. Should be the boss coming up here momentarily. Yep. And it's just one of these little heads. Alright, not too bad. Section 2. This is the hardest one by far out of all the Possessor levels. Let's see if we can get through this one without dying. You'll see that I kind of like go back and forth like this sometimes. That's mainly because I want to try and saturate the area a little bit more than just standing or sitting in one place allows you to do. Like if I sit here like this, there's like a very specific area in which my shots end up going. Whereas if I kind of wiggle around a little bit, I can saturate a greater area of the level. In some sections it doesn't matter, like right here. Super hard right there. I'm gonna do that. Got bombs to spare. So here there's like basically like a blockade of these eyeball things. This one just get all the way to the side. That eyeball right there will give you another ball. So if you are kind of starting back over after dying, make sure you don't miss that. And we are almost to the last part of the level here. There's a few more of these things. There's a thing right there, and you want to make sure you get through that. You see there's a gate that closes. I've died to that, and that's super frustrating because you can barely even see it. So if you don't know it's there. Okay, so final level of Possessor. So it's not too bad. I don't go for that firepower upgrade because we don't need it, and those guys come in super fast right there. So try and kill as much as you can, but don't go out of your way to be in harm's danger or harm's way just to do it. See, this one I line up with these little sperm guys. And I keep firing because I've had, like, I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but I've had instances where after the boss is dead, there's still an enemy that came out and killed me. So I just don't take any chances. Right, moving right along here, so we're on to Emperor next. Now this first level, this is a super difficult level if you have no power-ups, so this is not one that I would recommend starting with. This fucking gun right there has killed me so many times. especially when you don't have the power-ups to be able to not be directly in the line of fire to kill it. In general, that one also, in general, I believe staying on the right-hand side of the level is safer than anywhere else because most of the weapons either fire down or to the left. So staying out of there... This one is fucking stupid too. So staying out of their field of vision, or whatever you want to call it, their trajectory, maybe that's a better word, is advisable. Shit. Almost got hit by that one. But you can see like how difficult it is to see these like little orange shots sometimes. Okay, so there's that. In general, I think the vertical scrolling levels are much harder than the horizontal ones. Okay. This one, actually, I think I want to go down. This is not correct. I would have rather have gone up. That's right, we made it. And while I do think this game looks pretty good, it definitely is a little difficult to see like all of the enemies and stuff because the background's like kind of freaking out. Sometimes it's got that like kind of flickering going on. I do think like the art style's pretty cool though. It's like got kind of an H.R. Geiger thing going on. This guy up here has a ball, or not that guy, that's a little bit later, I guess. Yeah, there he is. So again, if you're trying to rebuild, make sure you get that. Now, I've played the shit out of this game, so if for some reason there's somebody out there who's going to be picking this up to play it, and then they get it and they're just like struggling, just know that that is the more common result when people play this game. It is not as easy as I'm making it look here. And so for right there, when you're fighting that boss, again, when you're rebuilding your power-ups, it's better to let those guys, because those are two enemies that I destroyed for those power-ups, better to let them come a little closer to you to destroy them so you can actually have a shot at picking them up. This level is basically a joke. I think, generally speaking, this level takes me about 20 seconds to get through. This is the Emperor boss. And there you go. That's the whole thing. So I'll probably go back and double check that on the stream later on, but I'm pretty sure that was about 20 seconds. Alright, so we've got Mephisto is the last of the regular levels. I think this is probably the hardest side-scrolling level out of the starting levels, because there's basically one more set of 3 after this. Kind of like Mega Man in that sense. Oh my god, that was so close. I almost used a bomb right there. Oh my god. It's like these enemy patterns are like so random, or seemingly random. This one we're gonna stay down below. There are some enemies here, but it's a lot less of a pain in the ass in dealing with whatever the hell those things are up there. Plus, we don't have to deal with that shit either. Now, I stopped shooting there. I think, generally speaking, you don't really ever want to do that, because you just never know what the hell's coming up. But, like, if your thumb's getting tired or something, certainly, you know, if you can find an opportunity to give it a break, take it. Alright, getting barely close to the end here. Oh shit. What did I hit? Did I hit the orange thing up there? Yeah, that's what I hit. God damn it. Alright. Well, it was inevitable. We were going to die at some point. I mean, it's fucking Silver Surfer on NES. But, like, you see what I'm talking about there? Like, you kind of wouldn't just automatically assume that you wouldn't be able to go through that, because, like, everything else, like the little sewer gate-looking things, don't have a problem. It's alright, man. Not a big deal. It's been like a really good run up to that point. Just take this a little bit slower. Go ahead and use our bomb there just to be on the safe side. I don't like these gargoyle dudes, because they have some of the most random flight paths in the entire game. You see what I'm talking about, though? Without the power-ups, this game gets a lot harder. Alright, so we made it through another checkpoint, which is kind of good. It's not always good, though, because, like, sometimes you get started back way too far and you don't have all the power-ups. It's like, this is gonna take fucking forever. Because there's, like, so many of these stupid little bullshit enemies that we have to work through just to be able to hit him. Look at this bullshit. I can't even get down there to shoot. Thankfully, there's no timer or anything like that. You just gotta be patient. Ridiculous. There we go. Okay. Oh. And then I was looking on the right side of the screen right then when I shouldn't have been. And I couldn't move at the time. I couldn't react fast enough. Just use it there, whatever. That's what I was talking about with Possessor. I've totally had that happen with Possessor too. Blah 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 blah. Cheeky little shot in there. Eventually, that will kill him. I'm trying to think of what the next level is. It's fucking stupid, come on, dude. There, just stay up here now. Alright, got through it. Nothing says Cosmic Space Master like a guy that dies by tapping his head on a wall. Oh, right, this fucking level. It's like these cannons. away from me. Oh, shit. Okay, so these things basically you just shoot at random. And there's a ball coming up here, an enemy on the left of it. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Never mind, it's just right there in the middle. Okay. It's alright. At least we will be able to get the ball power up here, if not the firepower ones. That's not the end of the world. We get one firepower one here. Alright, so stay off to the side, but not enough to get hit. Alright, now we're back in business. Alright, so there's a cannonball at the end of each of these, like, lanes or whatever. So I want to make sure my shot is lined up. And again, those just go at complete random. So you gotta get a little bit lucky there. Oh, shit. Speaking of getting lucky. Okay, so there's that. Alright, man, yeah, sounds good. I put up a Renegade X stream earlier, about 3 hours worth of it. We were able to get into a big, full server and had about 4 or 5 matches, so that's being uploaded to YouTube. And of course it's on here as well if you want to watch it there. Alright, so this level's a little weird because you don't want to shoot these guys because they like have these little shots and split up. But it's only those 3 specific ones. And then these guys kind of do it too, I guess. But for some reason, the rest of the enemies in this level don't do that. Whatever. Okay, so we got through Mephisto. Now it is on to the final set of levels. We are on 33 minutes, roughly. Okay. So what is, I can't remember the name of the guy, is the end boss here. And it's not who you're thinking it is. Get in the portal. Magic Domain, I guess we don't know his name. Alright, so this first level, in my opinion, is by far the hardest level in this set of sections. So I'm gonna try my damnedest to get through it, but I would not be surprised if I don't do it. On the first go-around, anyway. There's just so much shit flying around here. Like, look at that shit. I almost just got hit by, like, 3 things. I'm pretty sure you cannot pass through those snakes, but I'm not willing to test it. So you want to make sure you grab this ball so that we have it for the next level. Get into position before that hat comes up. Like, you see how tight some of this shit is, though. You've got to not, like, freak out or whatever. That's how you end up getting killed in this level. Fortunately, I don't have any bombs, but I don't think I'm gonna need one. I think we'll be okay. This is the hardest section coming up right here. You've got these little green discs coming up from the bottom. And oftentimes I will rotate the ball down. But I was trying not to do it because of all this shit that comes. Mr. Sinister, that's his name? Okay. See, this is where it gets really hard because we're not going to have that many power-ups. Oh, fuck. I was, like, planning to hit a bomb. Wasn't exactly looking at where I was going. Try not to use a bomb there. I think you're better off using it here. If you have to use one at all, I just do it to be on the safe side. Fuck. I would honestly, I'd much rather start at the very beginning of this level than on this checkpoint. Just because of the fact that we, like, don't get hardly any power-ups. The good news is, if we get through this level, there's plenty of power-ups across the other two levels, and we'll be in good shape for the final battle. Alright, so this one I'm just gonna need to... I was gonna say get a little lucky. I probably honestly need to save my bomb for that. I probably shouldn't be using it on these guys right here. If there was another bomb that I knew we could get, wouldn't be a big deal. It's like, it startled me. Alright, we'll just let these things go. Alright, so I'm not going to use it here. I'm going to try and save it for once the little ghost guys come in. The other thing that we don't have is the speed upgrade. I think it only accumulates like one upgrade, like so you can only collect it once for any effect. And we got like 4 or 5 of them over the course of the other levels. But not having any of them feels real bad. We are extremely slow without it. Fuck. And you see me going like closer to the edge here. Mainly because I want these balls to like hit quickly so I can get more hits faster to help guarantee that I can actually kill those things. Because there can only be like so many of your shots on screen at any given time. Fuck. Kind of like in Mario 3, you can only have 2 fireballs on screen at any given moment. From your Fire Flower upgrade. So if I go right here, I can basically just like rapid fire, you know? Whereas if I stay back a little ways and there's some delay between when I actually start shooting and the bullets land on the target. Hit the target, I guess, more accurate way of saying that. Oh my god, come on. If I could have used the bomb like a split second later and got a few more of those guys, that would have been good. As it was, I felt I had to use it to dodge the green disc things, where I was going to get killed. So I use it a little preemptively. And I know I'm missing the power up there, but it's whatever. Alright, just gotta be ready with the bomb. There we go. Fuck! Alright, so at least now we're going to start over from the beginning of the level, and we should be able to get some more power-ups. We could just get and keep a few power-ups. That's going to make this a whole lot easier. Alright, so we're past one checkpoint. There's another, here's where the ball is. These things ever fucking die. Alright, now we're in business. Oh, fuck, I was just gonna say I almost hit my head on that thing, and then I did it. Alright, so we're missing one firepower upgrade? That's not too bad. It is gonna make destroying these guys around the ball a little harder. But I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be okay. You have to be careful too, because you see like that, it goes to move off of the screen. So you need to anticipate that and be in position for if it does do that. Fuck, how many shots, man? I always get a little nervous that I'm not going to be able to get that. Fuck. I backed into the fucking terrain. I'm telling you, man, it's that one death where you lose all your power-ups and you get, like, put onto the slippery slope like this. Makes it so fucking hard to get back on track. Fortunately, we don't have any other option here. We have to go. Fuck. We have to go through that little narrow. We can't go above or anything like that. Fucking hell, man. That's kind of hard to get. Pretty much everything in this game is hard. Alright, so at least now we'll be able to get the first firepower upgrade that's right here in the beginning. Remember, there might even be a second one we just, like, missed. Yeah, there is. Okay. Fuck! I also don't really want to use a bomb right there, so I'm kind of okay with that happening. I mean, I'm not, like, overly thrilled about it or anything, but Alright, so that means we are going to miss the firepower upgrade from right there. Hopefully we didn't hit the checkpoint. Yeah, okay. Not having that speed upgrade makes this so damn hard to maneuver. And let that third one come out just a little bit further before I kill it. Make collecting that power up a little easier. Alright, stay up here. How about that? The face that that he makes when he's dying is perfect. Where he like puts his head in his arm, basically just says, "God fucking damn it." That's basically what goes through everybody's head when they play this game and continue to die over and over and over and over. Look at that shit. I like have to go down or use a bomb right there. Alright, I'm hoping we can get this on one like continue and all that shit. Not one continue, but one set of continues. I don't want to have to play through all those other levels again. Alright, so we've got 2 firepower upgrades now. I'm gonna get the ball here momentarily, along with another firepower one, presumably. Okay. So we're in a lot better shape than we have been lately. Now hopefully I don't die to these fucking top hats again. Thank you. Come on, Silver Surfer, you can do this. You're supposed to be really strong. So act like it. Come on. We still have that bomb, which is nice. It right here. Fuck! Literally right as I press select. Fuck. All right. Well, now we're back in a world of shit, and hanging out with Vincent D'Onofrio in a world of shit. Die. Thank you. Shoot. Come on, man. Oh. Alright, fingers on the bomb. You see what I'm talking about, though? Like, playing through this level, no power-ups going into this section is so goddamn hard. And that's what it's like on, like, Emperor 1, is kind of on this level where shit is just, like, flying fucking everywhere, and you need to get some of these power-ups to even have a shot. And I had to use the bomb there, else I was gonna die. Can't take them with you, so gotta use them when you can. I guess I probably could have gone up to dodge those, but I didn't. So I had to use the get out of jail free card. Come on, motherfucker. At least we got a extra life, I think. Fuck, again, right, literally right as I was pressing the select button. God damn, dude. One of these days, we're gonna get it. Like I said, this is the hardest level of this group of sections, and in my opinion, just the hardest level in the game. There's a firepower upgrade, and those guys that pop out of the volcano right there, but because they split up so low, I couldn't even try to get it. Alright, fingers on it again. I was trying to get over it and move forward, but I didn't go high enough. Alright, so we've got one or two more continues here. Hopefully we can do this. I really, really do not want to have to go through all that again, and we missed that power-up. That's fucking fantastic. That's gonna make this super fucking hard. Alright, that's fine. That was all fucked up. Alright, whatever. Just fucking kill him. Again, I was trying to let that third one come to the left a little bit further, and I just cost myself even being able to use it or get it in the previous life. Get out of here. Alright. If we can ever get to the second section of this level, then I think you'll agree that this section is like a bunch of bullshit compared to it. Get out of here, top hats. Nobody likes you. Fucking, are you kidding me? Alright, well at least we can get the ball. The ball is like the most important upgrade. Everything else is secondary. Die to the top hat, please. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. Die. Whatever, just use the bomb. Get through there. Don't have a bomb for that final section. We don't have a bomb for the final section. So whatever. You gotta get there for that to be what matters. Fuck, there goes a firepower upgrade. Fuck! Here we go again with this shit. Just everything is predicated on you getting those power-ups. Like, look how fucking worthless you are without them. Alright, well, we're gonna have to play through all that shit again. Alright. God damn it, that's fucking irritating. Now, all that being said, I do enjoy this game. It's just in the moment, that shit is frustrating as a son of a bitch. Because, like, outside of Mephisto 1, we basically just cruise through everything. So to, like, have it all fall apart on one level, essentially, just feels real bad. If they'd even put in just, like, one additional firepower upgrade somewhere in that level, that would make it a lot more tolerable. You guys tired of hearing that sound yet? Alright. Take a break there for a second. This doesn't really hurt my thumb all that much, it's more so my other fingers, because I'm like, you know, gripping the controller like this, and they're basically bracing against the impact of my thumb over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Look at that, it's like fucking nothing. Nothing compared to Mr. Sinister levels. Alright, well here's the eye strain level. Look at that. I have gotten hit by these stupid things before. Just, that doesn't happen. Alright, this is the hard part, because this is... See, what'd I tell you? Has happened. If only the bomb was easier to hit quickly. Oh my god. Stop. Because like in those moments when you have a split second to react, you just don't have time to get your thumb over to the select button. At least I don't. I'm not that fast. Maybe other people will, but not me. Alright, so here's the one red one that we don't want to destroy. Alright, so getting through that with like half power-ups is fine. It'll be alright. It's not as imperative, these first few stages. As long as I can get the ball in this third section, which is on one of those like pterodactyl things that comes at me from behind. That's gonna be the hard part. Because if we don't have that, then Fire Lord is gonna be a little more difficult. Might have to end up doing like Possessor first or something. Okay, so not yet. It's pretty quick here though. Here he is, come on, get it. Yes. Alright. We're good. Everything's Gucci now. Back at an appropriate power level. Bullshit that this game puts you through in the later levels. Back on track. Watch that animation. We're about an hour stream. If we had just cruised right through this, we could have maybe moved on to something else, but since that obviously didn't happen, this might be the only thing we're playing for the second stream. Put that hand there to like distract you to change the direction of your shots. Like try and kill it so that they can get you with those like bug things. That extra life. Alright, Fire Lord. Alright, there might be 2 levels of speed upgrade, I'm not sure. Kind of feels like it was a little different right there. It's all of them. Forward, hell out of the way. Alright, so what I didn't do last time, in this section coming up, the lava falling out of the ceiling is I need to be in front of it. Like, there will be that ball power-up right up over here. I actually want to get that so that I'm in front. Son of a bitch. And of course, it's not there. It's alright. You actually don't really need, like, firepower all that much this level. Although not having the speed upgrade kind of hurts. I don't know that you can get through that without having the speed upgrade, I'll be honest. Alright, so there is a firepower and an extra life up here. Fuck! If I can kill this stupid bat! Fucking bastards. There are these stupid jack-o'-lanterns over here, just random as hell. The second one almost didn't come up until we were right by it. Would have preferred to have gotten both of those. At least we got the extra life. As long as we're getting the extra life there, it's whatever, because we'll have effectively unlimited lives. If that's the case. So once they jump up there, they don't jump up again, just like all the other jack-o'-lantern things in this level. So there's a higher one and a one. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so here's where the ball is. That bat. You don't have the second ball going into the boss. I think that makes that extremely difficult. Almost didn't dodge that one. I think we end up getting... Shit, that scared me. We get a couple firepower upgrades right here at the end. That'll help. Big time. Alright, there we go. Had to kind of get in his face. Alright, Fire Lord. Fully powered up again. Back on track. Should be smooth sailing. Fuck out of here. Alright. It's 2 levels down. Back into Possessor. Soundtrack kicks ass, by the way. Be nice if you could actually listen to it rather than the sound of me shooting my weapon at infinitum, you know? But I think I would rather beat this game than give you 5 seconds of the soundtrack, which you can go pull up on YouTube. I guess you can also pull up the end of this game on YouTube if you're so inclined. Bulk of the level, it's a little bit further to go. Generosity. Boss coming up pretty quick. Yeah, dying to a fire bat, that's right. It's hard to imagine him dying to basically anything in this goddamn game, to be totally honest. What are these, just like spinning statue head things? How you doing today, Austin? Sorry, I haven't enough time to look over at the chat while all this bullshit's going on. Kind of missed your messages there. Freeman, you said you found your PS2 and gonna hook it up. Actually, I'm gonna go off to the side here. I usually do go off to the side, so last time when I didn't was a little bit of an anomaly for me. Find the last time you used it. Good. Alright, so you gotta kind of sneak your way back in there. Deal. So these things you can go through, no problem. The inconsistency. The only thing consistent is inconsistency. That's been like my go-to phrase. My employer, it's not the employer directly, it's the products we sell, the company that makes them. I find myself saying about that a lot. So this is the eyeball blockade. Alright, so I'll show you here. There's the ball. Alright, so don't forget there's a little gate here at the end that we're going to have to make sure to get through. One last ball. Just move forward. Gate closes behind me, and that's the end of the level. Oh, you got Last of Us 2 Collector's Edition, huh? No, this is straight up OG hardware, buddy. I'll tell you about my capture software here. I guess I can tell you about it now. This level's not particularly difficult. So my computer has an Elgato HD 60 on an internal setup. So basically what I've done is connected the games to a FrameMeister that upscales everything into 1080p, and then that has been plugged in. See, there's the fucking enemy that I talked about last time. And then that plugs into the Elgato, and then the Elgato, there's like software for it that you can use, but I use OBS. It just seems to work smoother for me. Alright, so here we go. The Emperor. And so I can also use it, like if I want to use that software to stream games off my PC, I can do that. I basically just have to attach a USB from the video card to the Elgato. One of these days I might run through all that stuff for anyone that might be curious, because I know for me there was a little bit of research involved in getting all this set up, because I wasn't exactly sure how it all worked. And it's not the most intuitive thing. Oh god, I thought that was gonna fucking get us. Almost shit my pants. Alright, so here we are, boss time. Be looking at the chat right now. Whoa. Alright, now I can look at the chat. Midway, 1941. Yeah, 1941 is sweet. So, the FrameMeister does help quite a bit in terms of, like, input lag. Like, it's much more responsive than if you're just playing straight into like an HD TV normally, because I'm not playing on a CRT. Frankly, I just don't have room to have one. And it's funny, my boss always gets on me when we get to talking about playing these kind of games. He's always like, man, why do you torture yourself and play on an HD TV? I'm always like, yeah, dude, the FrameMeister helps clean it up quite a bit, actually. But yeah, so in most games, you're not really going to notice it, and it's not going to be a big enough factor that it's going to, like, mess you up. But it takes a game like this, or, like, Battletoads is always my go-to example as well, of a game where you need to have, like, tight control. That level 10 in Battletoads, as I've mentioned a million times before, you basically have to have, like, flawless execution to be able to get through it regularity. And the only way you can truly do that is on a CRT, but barring that, the FrameMeister will help you. Damn, those guys are kind of hard to hit. Oh shit. I wasn't lined up. My shots, so I looked at the chat and it almost fucking cost me a life. You guys are gonna get me killed. That's okay though. I resign myself to that being the case, if it happens. Alright, so we're right up at the end of the level here. There's the boss. Just kill it real fast. You don't have to worry about all these fucking enemies. Or get out of the way of their erratic flight patterns. But yeah, so overall, my setup works pretty well. I've got the NES, the Super NES, and the GameCube hooked up through the FrameMeister. And I have a switcher here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to move that to a spot where you can see it, but basically it has, I have 4 AV in that I can use. And then there's just a switch that you use to alternate between them. And so when I want to play something on the Super NES, I just flick the switch and we're on Super NES. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll make like a small YouTube video or something that kind of talks about my setup. Okay. There's a bug in here. What the hell? Go away. Alright, let's see if we can get through Mephisto without dying. We're pretty close the first time. We just got, like, kind of got by an unlucky sequence. Found one of those, what? Where's that? I am just gonna use a bomb there. I'm too scared that something's gonna go wrong. That. Alright, so we got a ball coming up here. Hey, that shit out of the way, get the ball. Die to the enemies that you've already passed. Kill him, kill him, kill him. If you want something that's gonna raise your blood pressure, this is definitely a great game for that. Not that I'm sure I need any help in that capacity, for my blood pressure is through as a result of many things. Alright, so take it a little slow here, then move forward. Kill the gargoyle guy. Alright. There we go, fully powered up. Now we're in good shape. I almost fucking ate it right there. There, see how much fucking easier that is? God damn. Oh, yeah, I mean, I've got an empty space right now. I'm probably gonna hook my 64 up to it at some point. I've been talking about doing a Star Fox 64 playthrough. So yeah, that's most likely what I'm gonna end up doing with it. I think I just got it off of Amazon for like $10 or something, however long ago. Pretty inexpensive. Works great too, haven't had any issues with it. Fuck out of there. Alright, so we got the ball up here. Nice, alright. Now we're back at full power. I always go on the left one here, I don't... Fuck, you see what I'm talking about? It's just random, though. You're updating your Helix to new firmware. How's that thing been? God damn it. I hate these stupid hands. Alright. At least we're through it. Eyes do their thing. We have to use a bomb right here. Alright, so there's Mephisto 2. Oh god, this is gonna be horrendous. Alright, so don't... Oh my god. The power up. Went away. Alright, I have beaten this guy with no power-ups before, so it's not like this is going to be the first time I've ever done this, but it's going to be hard. Alright, so I've got to get that power-up. Let these guys go, those are the ones that split up. I don't know why it's those three specifically, but it is. There we go, okay. Oh, okay. Nice. You said you got XFX 3, right? Alright, so here we go. Back to the Magic Domain. Fortunately, I actually can't skip through this, so I want you to have to sit through this here again. But too bad. Out of my control. Yeah, that's sweet. I wouldn't mind having like an amp modeler or something like that, so that I could plug it into the computer direct and like a DI for it. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. My intention was to have mostly full power-ups by the time we got here, but oh well. I wonder if I'm supposed to do, like, Possessor or something as, like, the last level prior to this set of levels. That way I have, like, a better shot of having all the power-ups I'm gonna need. I could certainly believe that that's the case, and that I'm not playing this in the correct order. Just want to get past this level. If we can just do that, then I think we're home free. I think every other level in this series of stages is considerably easier. Especially because I think we only have like one, or no, we burned through all our continues in that previous run, so this is technically the second run. We haven't game overed yet in this run, so we're doing okay. There, you see how much quicker it is to kill all this shit? We don't have to worry about that. Okay, I am gonna switch this down, because this will buy us a little bit of time. Oh god! Alright. Alright, we made it. Thank fucking god. Okay. Yeah, I thought about getting, like a pod or something like that. But, I don't know, I'm like, I kind of want to get something that's a little nicer than that. But I suppose it's better than nothing. Alright. So this level has some tricky navigation, but overall I think it's considerably easier than bullshit that we just went through, even though I just died right there. That's not a big deal. As you can see, there's a ball power-up like pretty early on. In addition to, I think you can get 2 fire power upgrades right there. Alright, but the main point is that we have plenty of lives. Fuck. We have plenty of lives, and I would much rather continue from this level than the prior one. Alright, so there's that. Just stay over here. Kill these big moth things. Okay, got that one. That's good. fuck me. Don't you ever try to fuck me. That fucking Scarface, like, conversation thing we were having at work the other day, Freeman. Man, that was good. Alright, so you can touch these faces, who would have guessed? Fuck. Alright, well. I've continued from later points in this level and still been able to do it, so it's not like all hope is lost at the moment. I think I just need to, instead of go down the center this time, since I don't have the second ball, I think I just need to pick a side and stay on it. So that's what I'm... How do you, like, can't even scratch your nose in this game? Time for it. At least not if you also take your finger off the trigger. Alright, so the good news is that this is like right towards the end. Like, I think that's the last checkpoint there, technically speaking. And there is a ball and a firepower up grenade. Like right here, I think. Maybe not the firepower, but the ball at least. Alright, so now we have to beat this lobster thing. Without the speed upgrade, it makes it pretty hard to dodge him, though. So it's not impossible, but it is fairly difficult. Oh shit. It's like a panic bomb. I didn't really want to do that, but oh well. Fuck. When having all of the power-ups really helps, is you can attack him basically from whatever direction he's in. Whereas now I have to, like, basically make a call which direction, fuck, that I think he's gonna go. Yeah. Alright. Use the bomb there. It's not... I think I convinced myself at one point that he doesn't come all the way to one side or the other, but I can't remember. Alright, that's okay. We'll start that level over from the beginning, hopefully with more power-ups by the time we get to the boss. And, hopefully we'll be okay. I can just get both of the balls. For us to have when we get to the boss. Fucking god damn it. Then that's really all I'm looking for. I don't need to be like fully decked out with firepower and all that shit. Although that would be nice. It's like little TIE fighter looking things. It's tight. This side. I like being in the middle here if I can get away with it, because it's a lot easier to navigate. Shit. Oh, that was close. I'm gonna give myself a fucking heart attack. Alright, this should be all here shortly. This is the last checkpoint. This is where the moths come down. Okay, good. So we're gonna have all the ball power-ups. And a decent number of firepower ones. Alright, so this is our shot. Yeah. Alright. Final level. This level, for whatever reason, is like the easiest level out of all of these, in my opinion. You can go through all this bullshit, none of it kills you. All the enemy patterns are like pretty straightforward, and there's a fuckload of upgrades. Like if we didn't have anything, we would be fully decked out by the time we get to the final boss. The only thing you have to remember in this level is just to continue shooting at all times, because there are a couple spots where these like purple guys will fly out when you're not expecting it. Or those like caterpillar dudes too. Alright, so see up here, there's some firepower. Shitload of them. Fuck, right there. I was kind of worried about that, honestly. I talk all that shit, and then I just fucking eat it to smacking my head on the wall. God damn. Alright. The one thing I don't remember if they give you is a ball power-up, which is going to be a pain. Beating the final boss without the ball power-up is way harder than it needs to be. Because you won't be able to shoot him while he's behind you. So it'll just be more of a hassle than anything. I mean, I'm not crazy. I didn't miss a ball power-up in this level, right? Like the first time we got in here. Alright, so here's another continue. Fuck, are you kidding me? Alright, I'm gonna be real mad if we get here and we can't fucking close it out. This is where those, yeah, caterpillar jumped up. Alright, well, at least we got plenty of firepower upgrades. Shit, totally forgot those were fucking coming. God damn it. Nice. Sad caterpillars. Oh shit. You sons of bitches. Fucking hell. There we go. Alright, so it's the third one on that. That's the one I want. Alright, so that one, like, mixes it up. Some of them go high, some of them go low. Caterpillars. Alright, don't forget about the purple this time. Okay. So, got these elephants with their fucking skin being pulled off. It's close, almost didn't make that. Give me a ball, give me a ball. Alright, so this is the final boss. This is going to take quite a while because I don't have the second ball, and I will explain a little bit more about how he works as we get through here. But for now, I'm going to just try and focus on beating him. So it's not Galactus. That's what I think some people probably expected when they were first playing this game or watching somebody play it or whatever. If they know anything about Silver Surfer anyway. Alright, him moving faster means he's close to dying. I'll explain why I can do that safely in a minute. Son of a bitch. Yes! Alright. We fucking finally got there. It took us almost 2 hours, but we finally got there. Oh god. Alright. Let me catch my breath for a minute and then I will tell you more about how that boss works. Because the mechanics of it make a lot of sense, right? Like, just by watching it, you can see what you have to do to beat him. That is the end screen. That's what you spend days of your life beating your head against a wall, trying to beat this game, and that's what you get to see. Sweet. Okay, so basically with that final boss, all you really need to do is make sure that you stay above the lower part of the level, because you need to be able to dodge his shots and him if he starts running across the screen while you're also trying to dodge a shot. So you see that I stayed basically about halfway from the bottom and kind of alternated back and forth on that. Those are the only real areas that I moved. So when he runs off the screen to the left side and then comes back onto the screen, he never goes back to the left side. He'll always continue to go right. So even if he comes out just a little ways and I can get behind him like I did, there's never any risk that he's going to turn around and kill me. He just always goes right to the right. So you can use that opportunity to get a ton of damage in. And obviously if you have all the ball power-ups, you you can turn the one around and shoot him when he's on the left side while you're still over on the right. And that actually didn't take as long as I would have expected, being on a single ball. But that's basically how that works. I just have to focus on it and make sure that I don't make a stupid mistake, like accidentally move into the flight path of one of those little cannonball things that he shoots out. Because having to go through all that shit again is not something I was really interested in doing. But alright, there you go. There's Silver Surfer. I did it on Facebook a couple months ago, but I did want to get it on stream here through Twitch. So now I'm going to download this, I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and I'll have proof there now that I've beaten this game as well. So let's run down the list. We've got Battletoads, Silver Surfer, Bucky O'Hare, Hagane, and I think those are the main, like, super difficult games that I've completed at this point. If we can ever fucking beat this Mega Mario World cart, I'll chalk that one up there as well. And we have about 5 or 7 minutes left that I would normally continue streaming, but I don't have anything on deck. I didn't anticipate this taking the majority of the stream to complete. Anyway, I appreciate everyone joining me both on this stream and the one prior. Had a lot of nice engagement going on during my playthrough on Renegade X, so hopefully get some of those guys back in there again and be able to have more of that. Always having you around here, Jay and Austin, is a good time. Appreciate you supporting me as much as you have. And where are we at with Sunday night? So Wednesday is going to be the next stream. What are we doing Wednesday? I think Wednesday is my 7 to 10. Oh, actually, no, we're good. I have a thing on Tuesday night. I couldn't remember if it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday, 7 o'clock, we'll figure out something before then. That's kind of my random, just do whatever day. Thanks, Freeman. But as always, if you're not following me on Twitter, that's the best way to know when I'm going to go live, at Canman87Gaming. YouTube is youtube.com/Canman87. Following me there would be appreciated, as well as on here if you're not already. And one last time, shoutouts for today's followers, Quincy, Skinny Lil Gamer, and Deus Ex Macchiato. Thanks again, guys. Hope to see you around some more. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their night. I am going to relax, decompress after all that shit, and go to bed before too long. Freeman, I will see you in the morning. Everyone else, I will see you hopefully on Wednesday. Have a good night.